There we go. All right. So yeah, welcome in everybody. I need to get the prediction started, or else I will forget. This should be... I'm really interested to see this matchup, because this really... I think every match from this point forward could go either way. There we go. Sorry if the screen went black there for a second. I don't know if it did or not. That sometimes happens. Alright. Yeah, pretty much. I got lucky. There is a lot of luck with these runs, but at the same time, as we'll see today, these two runners are really good at the pit, and in my opinion, do a great job playing through it. I think a lot of our top-end pit runners do a really good job at handling whatever the game gives you, but at the end of the day, it is about the RNG, so that's what makes this this tournament so much fun. Alright, so to recap a little bit, for those who, I actually, speaking of this, I should probably do this while I'm streaming. Need to update the bracket, I believe. I think I need to update it. Yeah, I do. There we go. So we are down to our final 4 competitors. So our final 4 are obviously Kora and Ghost playing today. And on Sunday, we have our loser semifinal matchup between Phantom and Moonrise. So those are final 4 runners of the tournament. Moonrise pulled off, we had a couple upsets round 1, but I think that was technically our biggest upset so far of the tournament. Obviously, it's... LC had a unfortunate run last time with GBS in particular, but I mean, really, any of those 5 runners that I mentioned, I think, could absolutely have any chance of winning this tournament. Just all comes down to the pit. Yeah, down to the final 4. It's pretty cool. So we've got the final couple matchups coming here soon. We've got, obviously this one today is winners finals. Winner goes to grand finals. On Sunday, Phantom and Moonrise. The winner of that goes to losers finals, and we'll play the loser of this match. So we are getting there. But this match in particular is pretty significant, mainly because the person who wins today gets a pretty significant advantage in grand finals. They get the advantage of the bracket reset, or the needing to be reset to be beaten, so... Both runners pretty much neck and neck. I expect both these runners to pretty much be close all the way throughout. Alright, so we're finally out of the prologue phase. Obviously not too much going on there, just a bunch of mashing, but getting into 1-1. Obviously the 1-1 grind gonna be very important for both runners. We've seen a lot of I've seen a lot of like 22k grinds that have been able to be saved, able to get the level up before the certain point it's needed in the pit. But obviously both runners just looking to completely avoid worrying about that. So, first things first, obviously. Gotta get the 3D ability. Yeah, prologue. One of these days I'll make a an Enter 2 version of that emote. Alright, so now that we can flip in 3D, obviously a couple important items to get here. Shell Shock be used on Room 89. Shroom Shake, obviously great to pick up any heals throughout, it's 10 HP. And the Fire Burst will be used in Enter 2. We gotta cook the Fire Burst to wake up Peach. Alright, so once again, coming up on the 1-1 grind in this next room. I'm doing good. I've been very busy, but I've been doing pretty good. I adopted a cat. That was pretty cool. Ghost gets a Slow Flower. Gonna wait for it. Slow Flower gets triple the amount of points. This is very nice for Ghost. So Kora will be done with the grind a little earlier, however, Ghost is going to have triple the amount of points. Oh, I think Kora fell off, unfortunately. I think this is still salvageable, though. Yeah, this is going to be 24. That should be salvageable. Ghost at 83 doesn't have to worry about anything. Oh, Kora's doing the Koopa Shell. Wait, that's awesome. There you go, 29. Perfect. Now you really don't even have to worry about it. It's a great backup there by Kora. Cat's name is Mason. So I've been really busy with that, but go big in a speedrun again. Yeah, my finest moment. Alright. So both runners still about, I'd say like 5 seconds apart. Still very, very close. Going into 1-2, obviously, the big trick coming up, GBS. Just honestly looking for both these runners to both have really good GBSs. I'm really excited for the rest of the matches here on out, because I truly do believe at this point in the tournament, I think, just depending on how the pit goes for everybody, I think, honestly, everyone that's left has a pretty good chance of winning. Just depending on how things play out. I just realized, hang on. I just now realized you cannot see my my Discord tag the entire time. Whoops. Oh well. Alright. So both runners are going to be going for Dark Rim GBS. The fastest version of Green Bridge Skip. For those who haven't seen it before, we're going to utilize this sign to clip out of bounds here. And just by maneuvering Mario really carefully, we can actually jump past the old townhouses. Unfortunately, Ghost got clipped back in bounds there. Kora's setting up to go for the movement, also got clipped back in bounds. Ghost picked up a mushroom just for some extra health. Both runners gonna set up for this once again. Nice, there we go. So that movement gets you past all the old townhouses. Both runners get it, very nice. Gonna walk and interact with this sign, and just by nudging ourselves into it, we can set ourselves up for a 1 frame, which both runners get first try. Ghost gets over. And Kora makes it over as well. Awesome. Great stuff. That was very good GBS for both runners there. Obviously had the clip back in bounds, but I think that was a sub 14 split for both those runners. I know it was for Ghost. I'm not sure about Kora, but either way, still honestly about the same difference. It's still about like 4 or 5 seconds, even after GBS. Ghost really just looking to get the fast flower, reversing the text, unfortunately. Doesn't really need to do this grind section or anything, just gonna save a good amount of time here over Kora, just because of the slow flower there. It's a pretty big advantage to have as well for at least the beginning of the pit. I think Go should still be good for the 3D jump. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I think that dip into the quicksand there unfortunately messed up the timing, but either way, doesn't matter too much. I think the 3D jump only saves, I'm not exactly sure how much time it saves. It's a pretty small amount. It's just a couple seconds, I think. Alright, Chunks. So this is another point where Ghost is actually going to save a bit of time here. I think O-Chunks for Ghost is only going to take, like, God, maybe, like, 8 hits or something like that. I'll count them. Seven. Oh, I think just one more for Kora. There we go. So yeah, it's 7, and Kora, I think, had 10 hits there. Kora did have a really nice O-Chunks fight, though. That was... Didn't have to worry about. I think only got hit one time there. So, of course, Ice Turbo Skip. Jumping up to the door, very nice. Kora going for ICS as well. Ghost going for Blue Pedestal Skip. It's a very small ledge that we can jump on here, and just by holding forward, keeping our momentum, moving forward, we can hit the star block. There we go. Yeah, so this is winners finals. So the loser of this match will not be eliminated. We still have a little bit more of the tournament to go, but the winner of this match will automatically get a ticket to Grand Finals to have a chance to win the tournament, and gets a pretty good advantage over the winner of the losers bracket. So this match should be a lot of fun, and we are still really, really close. Honestly, Ghost had a really good 1-3 there. I think it's probably like a 10 to 15 second difference right now. Alright. So Ghost and Kora both going to go for key early. Ghost gets the out-of-bounds clip and the movement. Very nicely done. It's a very good key early. Almost got the out-of-bounds clip there for Kora. Does get it second try. Just looking to get up. There we go. That'll work. It's two good key earlies there. Also, yeah, if anyone wants to get their predictions in, we've got about, if I had to guess, probably just maybe like 2 more minutes on the prediction. So you can get them in now if you want. Alright, we are flying through Chapter 1, pretty much almost done already. Just have the the big Fractal fight. This is the second boss fight of the run, and will also be the final boss fight of the run at the end of the pit, just a clone of this fight. Very, very simple fight. Just waiting around for 40 seconds, pretty much. Ghost's gonna set up for the 3D damage boost strat to jump through Fractal's head. Saves a little bit of time. Basically, by timing the moment you flip to 3D, you take damage here and just go right through his head. Saves like a second, maybe. So both runners are gonna go for the 3D flip strat on Fractal. Ghost's gonna grab this last Frackle here, and by standing at a very specific spot on Fractal, flip 2 times, and hopefully be able to jump back on the antenna. That was really close. Ghost's gonna wait for another to spawn. Maybe. Okay. Just took forever there, unfortunately. But it's worth it to get the chance to go for this again. Nice, there we go. Saves a good amount of time, saves having to wait for all those Frackles to spawn. Kora going, this looks good, yep. Kora looking to go 2 for 2. Save a little bit of time on Ghost. Nice. It's pretty good. So you can technically do that strat without holding an enemy. It's just much more tedious, because when you're holding an enemy while Fractal's doing his whole spinning animation, you won't automatically slide. If you're not holding an enemy, Mario will just slide down constantly unless you're moving. So you kind of have to, like, you have to move right or left and flip at the specific timing, which is, like I said, pretty tedious. So that's why holding an enemy just makes that so much easier. Also, the enemy, I should mention, the enemy pushes Mario slightly to the right towards the antenna, which could sometimes honestly be the make or break difference of landing on the antenna there. So either way, both runners got it. Don't have to worry about it. We are going through the pre-pit, flying through the pre-pit, I might add. It should be about like I think like a 20-second difference between both these runners. Alright, enter chapter 2, the intermission in between the end of chapter 1 and 2-1. Got a whole lot of nothing going on during this segment. But we're going to start off by playing as Peach. The main thing that happens during the split is that we get the second character of the game. We get Peach added to our party. Just have to go through a bunch of different cutscenes and side quests to do so. And 2-1 will be the last level of the normal any percent gameplay that we'll see. After we get Boomer, the second pixel of the run, we're just gonna use the return pipe and head straight to the pit and get started. Alright, so heading back to flip side now, we got a bunch of different stuff to do. First thing we're going to do, have to start a cutscene in Merlin's house here, but just based on our knowledge of the game, we can actually technically save a little bit of time over the intended route. Instead of following Merlin after this cutscene, we're just going to go immediately to Saffron and cook the fire bursts, because basically Peach was teleported to Flipside, so we have to wake her up with a spicy soup. And that's why we picked up the fire bursts in Basovius' house early on. I don't believe either runner has gotten any RNG item drops, so the Fireburst should be the first item for both. But I could be wrong. Yeah, I think it's going to be the same for both runners. Should make the pit pretty interesting. We'll see if any runners get some 2-1 drops. Yeah, same thing for Kora. So, items identical for both runners there. Obviously, the big key difference that I see, at least early on for the start of the pit, obviously because of the slow flower, Ghost is going to have a pretty nice advantage. Ghost is currently at 92k, Kora's at 52. Kora will be fine for leveling up on time. That's not going to be a problem. But after hitting the 120k level up, Ghost should have an extra bit of attack pretty early on in the pit. So we're wrapping up with pretty much the final cutscene of this very lengthy segment. But we will get Peach here. Peach is only going to be used probably, definitely once, maybe twice throughout the run. There's a spot in 2-1 we're going to use Peach, and she'll potentially be used on the Ractail fight at the end. But it depends on what both runners decide to do, because you can also do the same 3D flip strat on Ractail as well. But gonna immediately switch back to Mario because we need to be in 3D to unlock this gate. Mario also moves, just moving speed is slightly faster than Peach. And obviously the 3D flip ability is extremely useful in the pit, so. Gonna grab this squiglet here, just by tossing it on this ledge. Could jump up to the Pure Heart Pillar. That actually skips. You're intended to use Peach to go left there and float across all those blocks that are in the air, but we can just throw the enemy on the ledge and not have to worry about it. Oh. That's a good backup by Kora there. Basically, if you miss the initial throw, if you pick up the squiglet and you just jump in that little crevice there, just by pressing 1, the squiglet will fall into that ledge every time, so it's a nice backup in case you miss the initial throw. And there we go. On to 2-1, and as mentioned, we'll only be playing this level for a few minutes up until we get Boomer. There is actually multiple ways to complete the pit boomerless, and that is a category on speedrun.com. This tournament is specifically the classic category, or basically the category where we get Boomer. For years, this was our main version of pit percent, and the community wanted to keep it preserved in some way, and it's preferred mostly for these tournaments. Although I won't rule out, I think it'd definitely be really cool to see like some boomerless runs on this channel. Oh, cool. Kora unfortunately got hit by the shell after kicking it. Oh my goodness, what a drop for Ghost. First item drop of the run. Not going to complain about that one. That's a very nice ice storm drop there. That's going to be used on, well, depending on how many more items Ghost get. It should be used on room 98 there for the red chomps. That's going to save a decent amount of time. Ghost going to set up for Goomba jump. Gets it. You can just time your jump with the Goomba jumping off the ground, and you can make it up to this platform. Ghost got that extra Pal Pill jump. It's somewhat precise. You gotta jump a little early to get the second jump there, but just by having more of the Pal Pills go further across the room, you can wipe out all the Paragoombas that way, but nice. Good job by Kora as well. 2-1 can be a pretty good level for some item drops. You got a bunch of squigs, squiglets, goombas, koopas. Kill a bunch of different enemies. This room can sometimes provide item drops. I haven't seen one in a little bit, but there is always a chance. Nice. Alrighty. So Ghost's gonna kill this enemy, and afterwards this is the chest to get Boomer. So just gonna go through this cutscene, and after that, gonna use the return pipe, and we are off to the pit. In normal any percent, this is the level where we would actually use the shell shock to do Boomer skip. You can completely skip getting Boomer by throwing a shell shock up on a ledge to hit a blue switch. And that'll open the door early. You could technically do that for pit percent if you wanted to. I believe it is slightly slower, but it's very close. I believe I know Zach timed it a long while back. Said it was like a second slower. The main downside obviously would be room 89, where you don't have the shell shock to use for that room. Alright, there we go. So both runners are honestly still, like... I'll give a good estimate here. Once Kora uses the return pipe, I believe it's about 30 seconds. Yep, like 28 seconds, I think. About a 28-second difference there. Which is, honestly, it's still anyone's match with the pit. This is probably one of the closest matches. We've had some pretty close matches, but this is relatively close in terms of pre-pit. It's just so much going on in the pit, so much RNG that you just never know what's going to happen. Goes with the Boomer throw, nice. And there we go. Time to start the pit. So, obviously, gonna cover the general information again while Ghost and Kora start the first couple rooms here. As mentioned a couple times, almost everything in the pit is RNG. Not everything, but every time you enter a room, there's going to be a set amount of enemies. The enemies will always be the same. The room layouts will be the same. So those two things are consistent. But one enemy will, completely at random, will have the key. So you just basically have to clear out every room as fast as possible, find the key, get to the door, and leave. And the pit doors have certain patterns to them. They are linked pretty much based on where you enter a room, like where your entrance door is. You can tell where your exit door is going to be, but there are plenty different combinations, especially the early rooms in the pit have a lot of different combinations. Ghost getting a lot more points. Gonna be close to the 120k level up fairly soon, which is very good. Obviously Ghost got that slow flower early on, has a pretty significant advantage for these early rooms of the pit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Which enemy has the keys random, entry and exit door locations are random, item drops are random, and enemy locations. There's enemies can spawn in different locations throughout the room. Do a quick room check. Kora just started room 5. I believe Ghost is on, I think this is 9? 7, okay. So about a 2-room difference. Nice first key there for Ghost. Kora actually opting to not pick up the Shroom Shake there. Ghost got a long last shake. I don't think either runner is going to pick up a long last shake in this instance, just because both these runners are really experienced with the pit, and the long last in particular, it is a pretty good item, but the animation to use it takes quite a bit. Loses a pretty significant amount of time. What's up, K97? Oh, the gold bar 3x. That's actually a good idea. I should add that. Alright, so as you see on Ghost screen, going through room 10, every 10th room has a chest, just contains a catch card. Not gonna pick that up, not important for this category. The important thing about those 10 rooms, you could sometimes get a chance of Flim. It's basically the shop guy to spawn, and you can... There's a couple different really good items that you can get there. Particularly once you get to like room 30, room 40, where you have enough coins to buy a lot of different stuff. Flim can sell like Mighty Tonics, which is like a double attack item. Can sell Thunder Rage or Ice Storm. Ghost already has an Ice Storm, but Kora's still looking for an Ice Storm. Or a Thunder Rage for room 98. PAL blocks are nice for room 86. There's a bunch of different items you can get, and obviously Flim can carry some heals as well. So room 13, just one room difference right now. Kora caught up a little bit there. These enemies, Schlurps, you have to feed Boomer to them to kill them, but thankfully Kora got the key. So it takes a little bit of time to kill those enemies. Later in the pit, they have an alternate version that you have to feed Boomer to them 2 times. It loses a pretty good amount of time, so... Kora's gonna flip into 3D here by kicking this Koopa Shell. Should wipe out all these enemies here, actually. Yep, there we go. Anytime an enemy has like a dotted line box around them, that basically means that they can flip into 3D alongside Mario. So you can kind of use that to your advantage, because if they can flip in 3D, that means they can fall to the ground immediately. Because these floors are only... they only work in 2D. 3D is just a complete blank, empty room. So we can use that to our advantage there. I believe these two are still about a room apart. Yeah, room 19. I believe Kora's going to 18. I will check, though. No, 17, okay. So Ghost caught up a little bit. Or maintained the lead. I don't know what the terminology would be there. Okay, thankfully Ghost not having to worry about Koopa Troll. That Koopa Troll enemy at this point in the game takes like... Yeah, I think you have to place Boomer and hit the Koopa Troll like 7 times. So it's quite a bit of time lost there. But thankfully, didn't have to worry about it. And you do have to be at 60,000 points to be able to do damage to the Koopa Troll. There is a backup if you're not at that point. That's a really good first key for Kora. Kora gonna be heading into 21 here. Ghost unfortunately getting... I think this is like last key, or close to it. So both runners going to be in the same room here for a little bit, but Ghost is exiting. Neither runner got a Fire Burst drop, unfortunately. Oh, Mighty Tonic drop. Okay. Absolutely going to take that. No question. That's a great item pickup for Kora there. That can be used in plenty of different spots, particularly like in the 80s is a nice spot to use it there. We'll see what Kora does. So yeah, still about a room apart. This room that Ghost was in, room 22, the booze, a first key for Kora. That's great. They're going to be in the same room here. Ghost dealing with a couple Cherbils, Fuzzies. Will exit. Kora has a chance to save a little bit of time here if this Fuzzy has the key. Unfortunately does not, so. RNG. It's been back and forth for both these runners. Ghost, I've seen Ghost getting some first keys. Ghost has also been getting some last keys. Room 25, the Chain Chomp. This is also another room where you need to be at 60k. To be able to defeat that enemy. I think we're still about a room apart. I think Kora's going in at 25. Ghost, this is the first sighting of Amazing Daisy. No, not Amazing Daisies, just normal daisies, I think. Ghost's gonna... Nice. So there's a neat momentum strat you can do there, where you're able to jump onto the pipe from the ground there. Crazy daisies, that's right, thank you. Big shout out to Charles. Chain Chomp Charles. Ghost in the big squiglet room. This is a nice spawn where just gonna clear out this side. The door's on the other side. I think the best spawn you can get is like you're on the same. Basically, that room's split in half pretty much. So ideally, want to be on the same side as it, but that worked out for Ghost. Hammer Bros, big fan of this enemy. Major sarcasm for with that. I hate Hammer Bros a lot. Oh. Did have the key, though. Okay. Both runners in the same room. Not anymore. Kora's getting close. We've seen both these runners in the same room. Just unfortunately, Kora's getting some bad RNG in these rooms. Down to 4 HP, but Kora's gonna level up at 90k. This Jalbus is not in an ideal spot for Ghost. Okay, that works. Thankfully, didn't have to take the pipe, but yeah, that's a tough spot for the Jalbus to be in. Alright, there we go. Kora gets key as well. Does have to take the pipe. I'll try to refresh the streams here. Ghost is on one of the Tyloid rooms. We're going to see a lot of different Tyloid rooms throughout the run, and they just continually get worse as the run goes on. Nice key there for Ghost. Kora in the same room. Does get a bit of a faster key there. Gets the door as well. That's saved a pretty good amount of time over Ghost. So they're still going to be on the same room. It's a great key for Ghost. They're going to be out. It's another good key for Kora. Nice. Both runners are on very good runs right now. I think Kora gonna use Throw here. Hopefully able to kill this enemy. Nice. Very good strat there for Kora. That enemy always gets a little scary, can float up there, and then you have to take a pipe to be able to defeat it. But thankfully, didn't have to worry about that. Kora's very close to a level up. Ghost already got the 120k level up, so Ghost is at a, I forget what the attack number is. I think it's like 4. Yeah, 4. Yeah, the Stone Buzzies. Shoutouts to Flash. So this is the first Ninja room. Both runners on the same room right now. It's pretty much whoever gets the key first. Kora gets it first. And we'll take the lead. Ghost, I think it's unfortunately the last key. Yeah, it's just, or one of these guys over here. It's unfortunate. The random enemy locations kind of helped out Kora there. Kora was able to get them all on one side of the room, which is good. Nice, it's a good key for Kora as well, gonna be out. Ghost gets the key. Both runners back in the same room. These Magic Koopas, their projectiles are very annoying. They will spawn very easily and do 3 damage. Kora gets the key there. Nice. It's a good key for Kora. About a 1-room lead. Does get a Flim spawn, not going to check it. I think Kora has a Mighty Tonic. Still looking for, like, an Ice Storm. Or a Thunder Rage. Some type of item for 98, and I think after that, I think Kora will pretty much be set. So this is 41. This is the first Clubba room. Clubbas are definitely one of the most annoying enemies in the pit to deal with. Just because every time you get hit, I mean, they have kind of a weird hitbox, and every time you get hit, it's 3 damage. Ghost saving so much time over Kora there, getting that first key. Not having to deal with any Clubbas is great. Kora, though, also getting a first key in this room. These Koopa Strikers here. There we go. Guy had the key. The one key you don't want to get is bottom right there. Usually you just you kill the other 3. Bottom right's kind of in a weird spot compared to where the door normally is. So Ghost is at 6 HP right now, but next level up's gonna be 160k. But Ghost does have a the Shroom Shake from Bestovius' house still, so. Another Tyloid room here for Kora. Does get the key. I believe we're still about a room apart. I'll do a quick room check, though. I think Ghost is heading into the Tyloid room. This is 46 for Kora. Yeah, 45 for Ghost. Nice. That was a really, really nice room for Kora. Able to get all those enemies on the bottom floor there, right next to the door. Cherbil room, unfortunately, got poisoned. Hopefully... Yeah, I get a nice... Every time you defeat a poison enemy, as long as it doesn't have the key, it'll drop an item 100% of the time. Most of the time it's going to be a dry shroom, but even that is good enough to cure poison, so it's worth picking it up there, not having to take all that damage. It's an unfortunate room for Ghost there. I think that's close to a last key. Both runners are low on HP here. This is not a fun room to be low on HP for Kora. Ghost's going to be in the same room momentarily. Kora's next level up is 120k. Gonna hold off on using the heal as long as possible. Ghost's next level is 160. Nice little grind there for Kora. About 8,000 away. Ghost about, like, a little over 4,000 away from level up. So Ghost is one room behind. Does get the key. So both runners back to pretty much like a one-room difference here. Kora's going through 50. Into 51. 51 has a nice, see if Kora goes for it. There's a nice setup for a level up here by kicking the Buzzy Beetle shell. No clue where it is, unfortunately. It's on the bottom floor there, so. Gonna go for it. Nice. Does get the key. And Kora's pretty much almost at a level up, and Ghost also got the level up, so there we go. Oh, okay, Kora picked up the level up as well. Ghost got a flim, not gonna check it. I think Ghost is really the only item that could be worth getting for Ghost at this point is maybe like a Mighty Tonic or Pow Block or something. Ghost is already set for room 98, but I don't think either runner is going to check Phlegm at all for the rest of this run. I think they'll both just rely on whatever item RNG they get through the pit, which is not a bad strategy. So 53 Tyloids and Spinias. It's a pretty good key for Kora. This room can take a little bit. And Ghost just finished the Pigarhythm room. It's still going to be about one room difference. Another Clubba room here. That's a great key for Kora. It's a really nice room. Just looking for the door, bottom right. There we go. Yeah, any first keys in a Clubba room, no complaints whatsoever. You'll absolutely take that. Another Ice Storm. I'm sure that can be used somewhere. I think potentially could use that on 86. But I think a Thunder Rage might be a better item to use there. We'll see. Flim skip discovered. What's up, Style? Skipping Flim now. I think this is his last key. This final boo here for Kora, unfortunately. Dark boos do give a lot of coins, which could be good for if you're going to Flim. I think that was a block. I saw just a glimpse of that on Ghost's screen. I think that's what that item was, but I'm not sure. Kora's getting some nice points here from these enemies. Fortunately, still looking to get the key. There it is. Do a quick room check here. I think Ghost is heading into that exact room that Kora was leaving. So 57, 58. 58, this is the Amazing Daisy room, which I mentioned earlier. Obviously hoping that both runners don't get the Amazing Daisy. Nice, there we go. It's a pretty good key for Kora there. Ghost is right next to the Amazing Daisy over there. Nice, okay. Alright. Don't have to worry about it. That's a nice room for Ghost as well. So 59 for Kora. I believe this is the first sighting of Magiblots, which are not spawning, unfortunately, for Kora. They're kind of weird like that. Hopefully those guys aren't stuck in 3D, but sometimes they can get stuck. Yeah, they're there. That's unfortunate. One of these guys has it. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was like, wait. That was like identical. They're like frame synced right now, almost. Dude. Frame synced into 61. You love to see it. This really is anybody's match. Okay, nice. Ghost is just a few seconds ahead of Kora, going into 62 here. More Dark Boos. Some Dull Bones. Still no sighting of the key yet. Dull Bones take 2 hits with Boomer. Ghost is almost at 200. Will probably be at 200 momentarily. And Kora will be at 160k momentarily as well. Still looking for the key in this room. Another clubber room here for Ghost. It's just this last Dark Boo. It's unfortunate key for Kora there. I think it's the last key. But still in the same room, so we'll see how this goes. Ghost does get the key. Oops. See if Kora can save some time here. That's a nice key for Ghost as well. About like a 10-second room there. Oh, Kora just paused. Perfect one-frame pause on the ceiling there. By accident. Nice, that's 2 really good rooms in a row for Ghost there. $64 for Kora, 66 for Ghost. These Skelebits for Ghost will also go... it has a bit of an advantage thanks to the Slow Flower. Just one hit with Boomer will wipe out those Skelebits from here on out. That's a perk of the 200k level up. This Tyloid is... I think this is another last key for Kora. This is... tough first couple of rooms here in the 60s. Yeah, Ghost is on 67. I believe Kora's going to be on 64? 65? 65, okay. Nice, first key there. Some more Longators. This room in particular can take a little bit. Kora down to 6 HP, 5. Might have to use the heal. Okay. $69 here for Ghost. This enemy, or this room rather, can be very dangerous. Because every shell just does 5 damage. That was a really good 60s for Ghost. Saved a pretty good amount of time there. This is interesting. Okay. Unfortunately, gonna have to kill this other Jawbus here, yeah. Alright, 69 and 73. It's a nice first key for Ghost there. This is the Cursia room. Probably gonna see Kora go for Super Boomer there. This is a dangerous room to be in right now at 6 HP. Thankfully, Kora's able to get out. Trying to hold off on using the heal as long as possible. There's still a chance Kora can clutch the level up. Gonna go for Super Boomer in this room. Nice. Oh, that's a... what a great room to use Super Boomer. I never even realized. Alright, Rough Puffs. Rough Puffs can get a little crazy. I believe the projectile does 4 damage. Their body will only do 2 damage, so... But there are a lot of Rough Puffs in this entire room. Unfortunately, Ghost is getting a pretty bad luck here. Almost a last key there. Super Boomer again. Fortunately didn't get it. I think Kora's gonna go for it again, yeah. That should work, yeah. Nice. Alright. I think Kora's saving a little bit of time. I'll do a room check. Ghost is on 76. Just started. I believe this is 74, yeah. Definitely caught up at least a room or two. I completely missed what item Ghost got there. Ah, the veggie, okay. Thank you. Veggie's a nice extra heal to have, but probably not gonna have to use it. Kora's almost at 200, also at 4 HP, which is very dangerous in this room. One projectile, and that will do it. Oh my god, okay, this is terrifying. Kora is trying everything to get this level up. Oh my goodness! I think literally one more enemy. Oh my god! Dude. Dude, this is terrifying. 2 HP. Okay. Ooh. Alright, gets the level up. Insanely clutch level up. Did not... Still have the shroom shake and everything. Didn't have to use it. Kora got another... another ceiling pause there. Alright, still 2-room difference here. Ghost dealing with the Skelebits on 79. Kora, some Magiblots. Nice, there's the key. Ghost is going into the 80s. The 80s and 90s are... These rooms get crazy. Another block for Ghost. Kora gets the key. Gonna be also heading into the 80s. I think Ghost is on 82. Going into 83. Unfortunate last key there for Ghost. Gonna be about a 1-room difference now. Kora's heading into 83, Ghost heading into 84. So Kora able to save a little bit of time. 84 is a big one. Obviously looking for the Spinias to have the key. Not looking for these Schlurps to have the key at all. Mystery box. Oh, that's unfortunate. Kora's definitely... We'll see. Yeah. Gonna be on the same room here. So this is interesting. I believe there's about like 3 enemies left here for Ghost. Or 2. Maybe I miscounted. Yeah, I believe we're gonna see a Miracle Dinner. Hopefully after the run. At least an attempt. Looking for the key here for Kora. Does get it. Oh my goodness. What a time save. They're going to be, like, even. Actually, Kora's going to take the lead just off of that. Just by a second. Wow. Crazy the amount of time that saves in that room. So now we're into it. 85. I mean... This is where... this is where everything gets crazy. Obviously, the Poison Pokies. Bunch of Dark Boos. Kora does have a Mighty Tonic still. So we could be seeing that used in 86. We'll see. Some more Poison Pokies. Ghost is out first. Kora does get the key, though. Not going to be too far behind here. 2 Koopa Trolls. Yeah. Ice Storm. There we go. There's the Mighty Tonic for Kora. So this will be a big help for killing these Koopa Trolls. I believe this is yeah, it just makes them 1 hit. It's a great item to get there. Ghost gets out very quickly, though. That Super Boomer worked. Still looking for the key, though. I think it's one of these enemies here, unfortunately. Nice. Last key, unfortunately, for Kora. I think this... Yeah, the Mighty Tonic will still last, though. So Ghost is on 88, dealing with all these ninjas. It's a good key there for Kora. Kora's also going to be on this room. It's just back and forth constantly. It's crazy. We're still this close. We're about to be in the 90s. It's still this close. It's crazy. Stopwatch drop there for Kora. Ghost is on 89. Not going to worry about using the Shell Shock, actually. Just going to kill these enemies, and it works. Ghost definitely doesn't need to worry about points or anything, so Kora's going to do the same. Actually going to do Super Boomer here. Does get the key from it. I think the door's in the top left. So Ghost just wrapped up 91. Kora's going to be on 91 here momentarily. Should be about a room difference here. We'll see. 92. More ninjos. Gotta love them. Nice. It's a good second key there for Ghost. This is a nice room layout for Kora as well. Still going to be about a room difference. 92 and 93 here. 93 is like a mix of a bunch of different enemies. Ninjos, Cursias, Skelebits. Unfortunate RNG there for Kora. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but ninjos, there's just a 50% chance they turn into a bomb and respawn. Very annoying to deal with. Ghost down to 7 HP. Kora also down to 9 HP. Thankfully, ninjos only do 1 damage, but... Alright, there we go. Ghost is out. So, both runners on the same room here momentarily. Kora gets Super Boomer, does not get the key, I believe. It's a heal drop there. It's a Super Shroom Shake. I think that was almost a last key. Ghost does get a key here. Gonna be still about a room difference. Ghost is maintaining the lead here late into the 90s. 95 is obviously a big room here. Tons of Skelebits. This room can go really well or take a lot of time. There's really no in between. Of course, still on 94. Does get the key. Looks like we might be on the same room here, momentarily at least. Ghost still trying to find the key in this room. Yeah, gonna be the last 2 enemies here. Does get it. Egg. It's a good key for Ghost there. Kora saved a bunch of time there. Still going to be about a room difference. But this is still so close. So 97 here for Ghost. It's a good key for Kora. They're going to be about like... we'll see what the 97 room looks like for Kora. That was a pretty decent one for Ghost. I think they got the exact same RNG, so it's going to be about the same time there. Alright. Ghost does have an Ice Storm. I don't know if... I think Kora has an Ice Storm for this room, but I honestly have not been keeping track. Oh my god, Ghost got the 25%. Kora does have an Ice Storm. This is going to take 4 hits with Boomer for Ghost. Or no, sorry, 2 hits. I'm miscounting. Didn't realize Ghost was at 300. Oh my god, Kora got the 25% as well. That's insane. This is actually going to take 4 hits with Boomer. Dude. Thank you, RNG. Oh my goodness. Kora gets the key. Ghost still trying to find the 99 key. It's going to be close. Still doesn't have it. We're not out of the ballpark yet. 99. It's so many Magiblots. Kora gets the key and is going to take the lead. Oh my god. Dude, what is happening? Dude. Oh my goodness. I think that was like a last key 99. Holy dude. We're like, what is that, 7 seconds, 8 seconds apart? Going into Ragtail? Oh my gosh, what a first key 99 for Kora there. The exact same 98 pattern, but Ghost got a last, I think it was a last key 99. There might have been one more. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is it. I mean, anything can happen here, but we're looking at the Ragtail fight. Gonna be pretty much exact same as the Fractal fight. I think both runners are gonna go for the 3D flip, if I had to guess, but I don't know for sure. We'll see. Dude, what a match. Either way, no matter however this finishes, what an awesome match, dude. That's insane. Alright. Kora's on Ragtail. I don't know if either runner has like a fire burst or anything. I don't think that's the case. Oh, Kora does have a fire burst. Oh, that's huge. It's a little bit of time save there. It's free 5 hits. I don't think Ghost has one. Okay, they're both gonna do Peach Strat. Just one more hit here for Kora. There it is. Okay. 2 floats across, and I think that does it. Ghost has, I think, one more hit. Oh, unfortunate. There we go, that's it. Alright. Kora got the first set. 1 more float across. 10 more hits on the antenna. That is the fight for Kora. We still have some mashing left. Ghost is going to wrap up here just a few seconds afterwards. GG's. Yeah, this is the closest match we've had so far. For sure. Oh my goodness. Dude, what a match. This is literally going to be like a, like what, a 10-second difference? That's going to do it for Kora. GG. Kora. On to Grand Finals. There you go. What a match, dude. Oh my goodness. And Ghost, quite literally, not even 15 seconds later. Too low on 24s. Oh my goodness. Windows is freaking out. Dude, can you believe this? Dude, what a match. Dude, that might have been the best pip percent race I've ever seen. I think it is, because quite literally... Yeah, my PC's in shambles right now. I can't believe that. Dude. I mean, it was so close all throughout. Like, we're talking... Ghost had the pre-pit lead for about, what, like, I think 25 seconds going into the pit. And then once we were in the pit, I mean, it was back and forth. Constantly. I think Ghost had about maybe like a 3-room lead. Oh my goodness. Such a good match. Dude, GG's to both these runners. Kora, Ghost. Like, I have a feeling we could totally see this again in Grand Finals. Kora is moving on to Grand Finals. Ghost is not out of it yet. Ghost will be moving on to Losers Finals. So, the winner of Moonrise versus Phantom, which is this Sunday morning, the winner of that will play Ghost in Losers Finals. And then the winner of that will face Kora in Grand Finals. So we're almost at the end of the tournament here. Unfortunately, did not get the RNG for Ghosts. Oh, Kora gonna try it as well. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was actually on the edge of my seat throughout the end of that. I'm like still recovering. I can't. Like, what did I just watch? What a match, man.